Hello to my Libras. Libras, let's see what kind of week you're going to have coming up in this full moon phase that we're in. Make sure the rose-colored glasses are removed from your face. We had a full moon in your sign, full pink moon, right? Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. All right, Libras, let's go. All right, here we go. It's time to flourish. It's time to flourish. Time to flourish. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get 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 into it. 994. Honor goals. Examine your current opportunities. It's time to redirect to make decisions that honor your goals rather than short-term gratification. The current opportunities presented to you need careful examination. Consider at this moment how your current daily activities feed into your long-term visions. Ask yourself now if they will help you or hold you back from your ultimate dreams and goals. 994, right? So you're closing out 2 cycles, and you're structuring. Looks like somebody could be restructuring. You're closing out 2 cycles with energies. 2 things have ended, and somebody may be restructuring something. Something around the physical realm. I'm looking at the color orange here, and that speaks to the physical auric layer. So 2 physical things have ended, and you're restructuring or structuring. That's the number 4. You're at structure and authority. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. You're leaving some things behind that have been overwhelming for you. Some things have come to light, or things are coming to light. You believe some things are coming to light, and it's time for you to flourish. Some things really believe that you would be so overwhelmed you would just kind of wither away and just die. Some things just thought it was going to overwhelm you to a point that you were just going to wither away and die. So some things are coming to your way, but you're going to get some rest. You're going to some things are finally going to give you some rest, honestly. So you give a chance to honor your goals. Some very shady energies were involved in something. He was at the page of shady spirits. Here we had a page of wands here. So you'll finally be able to get some rest, and you're praying for people's strength. Here's the strength card. You allow source to fight your battles with something as it relates to some ruthless energies, but you're free from something. You're free from something. Something was uncovered. Something was uncovered having to do with a soulmate. Something having to do with a soulmate of yours. So you can finally put something behind you. Something you may have been lamenting over, you can finally put something behind you. Your energy was being dragged down to a lower frequency. So even if you're far away from a soulmate, you were being pulled. Your energy was being pulled on. So that could have been you were dehydrated. Your skin could have been really dry. You could have you could have come across as sad. Something was pulling on your energy, even far away from energy. Something was pulling on your emotions, pulling your emotions down. Even though you may have given off you're free, you're feeling like a teenager again, you're lifted, even far away from soulmate energy, you can feel their energy pulling on you, pulling you down to a lower place. That something was going on with them, and so light is shining on something. That they could have been in a wilderness situation, they could have been in survival mode. Even as meek as you are, they could have been in survival mode. So you went into prayer mode for them, right? So something new is being created here. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're creating something new to protect. Yeah, to protect them, so that everything can be revolved around them. Everything is revolving around them, whoever they are. Right? You're just grateful that the past is behind you. Grateful that the past is behind you. You're creating something new for both you and somebody. You and your soulmate. You're grateful that something is behind you. Remember, your sign rules 7th house, right? 7th house is all about relationships, marriage, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, and enemies. So some enemies were exposed. Some enemies were exposed. And they were pretty ruthless. Some enemies were exposed and they were pretty ruthless. They made something all about them, but now that something is closed out and something for them, they made it their way or the highway. And so Source is saying to you, something was pulling you down to a lower frequency. And you're free. You know your worth and you know your value. But these energies, whoever they are, wanted access to something. So they had to sacrifice somebody. So they sacrificed you. If they couldn't sacrifice you, they would sacrifice your kids in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Right? So, wanting to put you and your child or somebody in, and I'm seeing one child here, in a survival mode situation, but you were picking up on their energy, Libra. You were picking up on their energy. It was pulling you down to a low place. Pulling you down to a lower place. So you even though you may have been going through something, that's not how it showed when you came out of the house. Something you were able to draw from a loved one, that when something is being done, you can feel it. You don't come out the house that way. You still are very kind. You're still able to go to work. You're still able to, something about this, and this is a gift actually. Some people are not able to, they're not able to go to work without breaking down. Some people are not able to function throughout the day knowing that something is going on. They're not able to function. But something about you, you're able to do. You know something is going on. You may not know exactly what it is, but you knew something was going on. Let me see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, your wishes are being fulfilled for you and someone. And you're able to cut people off, right? Even when you all are apart. Able to cut somebody off, even when you all are apart. Yeah, so there's the Tower. There is the Tower. There is the Tower. And there is the Awakening. So Tower is a total recall of some things. You're having a total recall of some things. Just now that something is closed out, and I'm seeing a victory here. You're back in the saddle again. You're moving forward, and going into hermit mode. Going into hermit mode. Because something has significantly lowered your money. Not just your money, but self-worth. Two energies went right into lowering your self-worth and lowering someone else's self-value and their self-worth, self-esteem. Two karmics. Yeah, so something is coming to your door very, very soon. Their goal was to make somebody feel absolutely worthless, but it was to make you feel worthless too. So something is coming to you very quickly. Very, very quickly. If something is closed out for you, something is closed out for them as well. So, yeah, you're not a fool at all, but you're leaving behind a lot of distractions. Yep, you're leaving behind a lot of distractions. And adding structure and authority to things. You've gone through a dark night of the soul to step into the light. Very dark night of the soul to step into the light, you and someone. You've gone through a very dark night of the soul. Alright, let's close this out. Here we have music. So this may be something that you and someone have in common, is music. And so that's what you all will be kind of sort of reconnecting with, is just music. You know, listening to music and, you know, just pouring back into yourselves, just listening to music and just reconnecting and just getting things structured again, right? Karma. There's nothing from a past life that can be addressed in the current life. Yep. So it's time for you to flourish. So you want to be very careful even with your words. Like if you're at a point where you just pour out so much to, you know, energies who, I feel like looking at the cards here, in the Tower card is first house and eighth house, right? So a past life could have been like a loved one who transitioned, who may have had to come back through someone else, could have come back through your kids to finish out a cycle. It could have come back through one of your kids to finish out one of their cycles, believe it or not. So the luck is on your side. Okay, we ran out of space. What I was just saying is that something could have been because I feel like you've been having some dreams, some downloads through your dreams, right? Even while you were in hermit mode. And something could have felt like you were remembering a loved one who may have transitioned, because that's it was hidden here. Is Mars is first house, eighth house. It rolls Aries and also Scorpio. And in that is Scorpio is also ruled by the Judgment card, which is Pluto, the outermost planet. So some kind of karmic cycle generationally may have had to be cleared out. And so somebody who transitioned may have had to come back through. They needed a host to come back through. It could have come back through somebody's child to finish out and break that cycle. You being wherever I'm talking to, wherever Libra is in your birth chart, it doesn't have to be your sun sign. So I'm talking to my cross watchers too. You could have been a person who's just being very balanced out and very fair-minded, very independent. You know, like I'm talking about a balanced Libra, somebody who doesn't necessarily need to be with someone. Even if you've been through multiple relationships, you may be a person now who is independent. Your polarity sign is Aries. So right now you either had to go through getting your life structured and authoritative in order for it to happen, in order for you to go through a karmic cycle so that you can get even more locked in and laser focused and get into prayer warrior mode. You couldn't have been particularly in a relationship with somebody, because that would have been a distraction. You'd have been all over the place. You would have had to be in hermit mode where you can dedicate all of your energy towards going into prayer warrior mode. Because imagine if you were in a relationship with somebody and they constantly like, you putting all your attention, you're just a worry ward. Let me take you away from here. Let's go this place, let's go that place. And your mind would have been on something else, right? So yeah, you had to be in total prayer warrior mode. So to put some things in place. So you had to go through a dark night of the soul with somebody to clear out some kind of karmic debt from a loved one. That's what this is. So so that you all could walk through that door together. You all could walk through, the door together, because people really, really want it. It's like this karmic thing was going to follow you for every relationship you were in until you balanced out within yourself. Until you balanced it out within yourself. Something you balanced out within yourself. So that is what I have for you. And hopefully this has been helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.